It's hard to talk about, but someone needs to think about. On today's Know Your Rights segment, we're talking about estate planning. Catherine Stone from Barbas Law is back. Good morning, Catherine. How have you been?
Good. How are you?
Well, we are excited you are here. This is a topic that is really hitting home. I think you're trying to give me some hints on some things I need to do.
Well, I thought that we would talk about something that would interest you, given your current state of pregnancy.
This is true. Well, I'm glad that we are going this way, but I do want to point out again, we've talked about all things from workers' comp to car accidents. I mean, your firm, really a boutique firm, if you will.
Right. We have a lot of attorneys that practice a lot of different areas. And so I thought we would expand upon another area that we practice at our office, and that's estate planning. And it kind of brings around what I thought that we should talk about, Natalie. We need to have a conversation about, do you have your documents in order before you go give birth to that precious baby girl?
You know, Catherine, I want to say yes, but this is entering a new area that was kind of not necessarily on the top of the to-do list, but after spending time with you today, I'm sure it's going to be on the top of the to-do list, because estate planning is something you are saying needs to happen before you even go to the hospital to give birth.
So a couple of different things that I would recommend: a power of attorney, a designation for a healthcare surrogate to make your medical decisions, and a living will are some of those very important documents that you have prepared before you go in. I think we were talking beforehand that or during my delivery, I had to be given magnesium sulfate because my blood pressure went too high. And the magnesium made me completely incompetent.
Oh, wow.
So if I had needed some major medical decision during that process, my power of attorney and my healthcare surrogate could have made those decisions for me. Because otherwise, if you'd have asked me, I was spouting off movie lines. And then also with regards to the living will, you know, no one wants to think about the bad things that can happen, but it's just important that your wishes are carried out, and that you know that if you go in there and let's say you need to have a certain medical procedure done for you or the child, and you can't make that decision, that you know who's going to be making that decision for you.
And not quoting the movies. I like that.
Correct.
I was going to say, I like that. I probably do that already.
I was actually quoting The Hangover.
Well, this is good to know if you are quoting movies and you need the help. Now, I mean, joking aside, my assumption going into this situation was that my husband would be the one that would automatically do that. But you're saying that's not a guarantee. I still need the paperwork?
You still need the paperwork. Absolutely.
I'll say, now, why is that it's not, I don't know, I'd get into a gray area or anything, but...
Well, I believe we all remember the Terry Schiavo case a number of years ago, where she was married and her husband wanted to make certain decisions for her, but her parents were insistent that those were not her wishes, and that case went on for years and years because she didn't have estate planning documents in place before she became incapacitated. So you just never know. And just because you're married or have a spouse or have a significant partner doesn't necessarily mean that they automatically get to make those rights.
Interesting.
Or those decisions.
I was going to say, Catherine, I totally put you on the spot there, but way to pull out that case, because that is a great example of what we're talking about. Wow. You know, and really trying to wrap your mind around, though, all the things that you have to do before a baby, it is just kind of like overwhelming.
And that's where, you know, definitely one place is you can obviously call our office. We have attorneys, again, that can sit down and assist you. Or we can, you know, recommend someone. There's certain depending on financial situations, there's certain people need certain levels of advice. But it's just something that I thought needed to be brought out and just open the discussion also. With regards to, you're so excited about that baby, but make sure you have that off your checklist.
And I'm real curious, just really quick, is this something that's going to take a long time, that we need to like plan a huge meeting, or is this something that's really easy to do if you do contact someone in your office?
It depends on the level of assistance that an individual needs and their current situation. The turnaround time shouldn't be too long.
Okay.
It definitely should involve reviewing some paperwork, going over your wishes. It definitely involves a meeting, 2 meetings, possibly even 3 meetings to go through the paperwork. Yes.
Start now. She's adding to my to-do list, folks. Well, Catherine, as always, we do appreciate your time. And if you have questions about your rights, this or anything else we've talked about in the past, well, just give them a call at 1-800-BARBAS-LAW or go to barbaslaw.com/knowyourrights.